too deep. Here comes a return. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision.
Hold it ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes this to Walker. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
After 60, after 60. 18, high here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 46 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets through him, and they bring him down. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep back.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found a soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now it's Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Watson. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, and he's miles under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll give to Hall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Watson now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson. Touchdown, Jets. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Check mash, check mash.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting unit's still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hall again on second down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. And check down, complete to Hall. And they needed 2, they could only get 1. 4th down. They'll go for it, it's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. That's caught left side by Judy. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Running left, it's Hall. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're...
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eugene Nwosu got the sack there.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now, and it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 37 yards. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And now here's another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Watson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
On second and goal, Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Wilson.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. To throw, Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last throw here for Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team.